Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, I'm here to put some orange into my life in this project, like I said I would. So I'm super nervous that this isn't going to work out. And we are going to take these two, and we're going to just move that around. So we're flipping over it, because I don't want to cut it until I'm absolutely sure that I've got the right sizing. It just would be a waste to cut it if I decide that I don't need it. I'm going to pull that in there, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now we're turning our work, because that's where we're at. And then I'm just going to get this lovely yarn going. I will say I do like this yarn. I can see why people buy it. It's quite lovely. It's very light and feels very soft. It has a bit of a bounce to it too, where you feel like you could squeeze it and it would bounce back into place, so to speak. If you know yarn, you know what I'm talking about, the bounce back feel. It just feels like it wouldn't lose its shape, I guess, is how I want to describe it. Anyways, glad you're here today. Well, let's find out if I've done this right today. I'm just going to keep on going with this row, and we're going to hope for the best, because I want this to work out easily, because I will have to make 4 squares. There'll be front, back, and then the 2 sleeves. And the sleeves get folded in half. We will sew them together. And then I add my trims around the neck, the bottom, and the cuffs. I don't know if I'll ribbon on this one or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. See, I'm moving so much faster with this Knit Picks yarn. It is nice to work with, I will say. I can see why it is fairly popular, and I've heard of it a few times. I've never had the chance to try it before. I never ordered it, so I might have to start ordering it, because I mean, these go for $3.99 a piece, and that's a pretty good price for yarn that feels like this. That's not a bad deal at all. But some people are a little shy about it right now because of issues of finding bug carcasses and whatnot in the yarn. I guess it's happened a couple times. I don't know anyone it's happened to. I've just been hearing rumors, so it's probably quite true, and I'm just not in the loop at the moment because I'm always at work and not so on top of things right now. That's okay though. That comes and goes. There are times that, you know, we just don't really look at what's going on with the yarn because I already got a lot. And I do have a lot. However, most of it is getting down to scraps and bits of yarn left over. I have some full amounts for projects. Like, I've weighed it all out and figured out what I'm going to need. And that's not a bad thing to have that all done up and have your projects set aside and stuff like that. Like, so just kitting it up. That's the term for it. I don't know if that's the term for it in crochet, so don't quote me, but it is the term for it in other things like cross stitching or diamond art. When you have all your supplies together, it's kitted up, ready to go, you can just start working. And that's what I'm going for. do need to finish up Shredder soon, though. I'm getting a lot of requests because they play with the Crochet Ninja Turtles quite often, and all the characters I've made to go with them. And they decided that they really need to have Shredder because they need the big bad guy in there, so I just need to finish him up a little bit, couple small items, getting the spikes on and hopefully not having them fall off. I think they'll stay, but I don't know. Whenever I sew anything by hand, the knots just always come out no matter what knot I use. I'm just not very, very lucky with it or talented enough. My mom's hand sewing is amazing, and I've tried and tried and tried, and I still can't quite get it. Now, see, if I change my color here, I'm not going to be able to attach to there. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to go like that. Right. Let's see, are you going to pucker on me? No. No. I am successful. I'm so glad you're here with me to enjoy this moment. We are not puckering. We are not puckering. Now the final thing I need to do is measure from here over to here. I only wanted 32, so that's crazy. That is crazy. But I'll make it work. I'll make it work. So now I need this golden color. Alright. Like that. Now, the matter of attaching this in the right spot in the right way. Okay. We are going to go, nope, I am going to go like this, and we're going to pull through, and because this is supposed to be about 3, I'm going to keep this attached for now, while I decide whether I want to undo them or not. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, now I'm going to turn, one and 2, chain 1, one, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, go 1, and 3, what a nice color. This is gonna Be such a sweet little sweater. Just a little pullover. Something she can just toss on when she feels like it. She likes her clothes oversized. And she's super tiny, so it's kind of funny. Two and three. Two and three. One, two, three, one, two, three, one. Yep, my hands are still feeling pretty tired today. My brain's all awake now. But my hands, they're just like, nah, we just want to relax today. Take her easy. And we're doing great. You might be able to get to the next color, which is the brighter yellow. But part of me is worried that I made this a little bit longer than I needed to, because the two reds were so different. So I may have to yet again do this again, so we'll find out. I'm not going to cut anything until I'm absolutely sure about my sizing, of course. Probably the smartest thing I can do, because I don't really like having to have a knot in the middle of everything. I'll do it if I have to, but it's not my favorite thing. So 1, 2, 3. We're not puckering. We've got some nice flow. All right, I'm pretty happy with this so far. That blue is so nice. Love it. Anyway. Another slip knot. It's probably not what it's referred to as, but that's what I call it, because that's how I start my projects. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now go back. Two and 3. And 3. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. And 3. Two, 3, and now we're back to 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I'm so sold on that. I may want to do it in single crochets, but I mean, it's not for me. It's for somebody else. And she really wanted granny clusters like her sister, sorry. She calls her sister sometimes. So I don't know. Not too bad, not too bad. This yellow is really bright and cheerful, though. I like it so much. Anyhow, dear friends, I'm going to bid you adieu, and I'm going to work on this on the side. I gotta size it on her. See if this is going to work for... I feel like I went way too big now. So I may have to go back and take out a little bit, quite a bit. We'll go from there. She's not a very big person. She is really small, really tiny. Anyhow, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.